man. 122 pounder, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
You guys come from Walker, Wisconsin. Watch
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas boxing.
Let's talk about if the Errol, Spence, Terence, Crawford saga will carry on if Errol Spence moves on to 154. And, you know, when you have fights that never happen, people still talk about them. Think about that for a minute. People still talk about them. Whether it's, people still bringing up Bo not fight Mike Tyson. Even before, Tony and Roy rematched each other. Tony and Hopkins rematched each other. People still brought up, what would have happened for years, and they went around negotiation tactics for years and years, taking shots at each other. People still wondered, why they was in their prime, why they never did it again in their prime. So you got to understand these type of things never die in boxing. And it's the era of hypotheticals. And that's the crazy thing about it. It's the era of hypothetical matchups. Think about that for a minute. That's what this era is. You talking about Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. People still bring up that hypothetical. It was a big thing in the 90s and in the late 80s. It's still a topic. People still kind of wonder what would happen. So you kind of got to wonder, the curse is always going to be there. What did Benny Siegel say? You can mute it, but the curse is there. You know what I'm saying? And that's an honest assessment. It can move on and they can say we go on our different path, but inquiring minds are always going to continue to wonder. Don't forget it. It's always going to be a topic of conversation. So, of course, the narrative will be. And then you're going to have the comparison. Errol looked way better at 54. And Terence Crawford looked shaky in that performance. I told y'all Errol would get him. That's always going to carry on as long as they continue to fight. If Terence Crawford go up to 60 and lose Triple G, people going to say, well, I told you Errol would have get him. If he can't beat an old Triple G, he couldn't beat Errol. And that's just the way it is. And you hate for it to be that way. You hate for it to be that way in boxing. But it's going to carry on. People going to be, I remember you did Crawford walked away from the table and fought avocado. Fought of Olive Garden, David Olive Garden. They gonna always bring it up. And them Southern fans are different type of fans. They a different type of fan base. Not just niggas in Dallas, but the Southern fan base is a different type of fan base. My friend used to joke and say, well, all them niggas down there play with the Falcons and Madden, dog. He used to always crack me up saying that. It's a different type of fan base. Look how they ride for Alabama, LSU. Look how they ride. They just different down there. It's a different type of fandom. And then when you get into celebrities and connections and trainer connections, ain't nobody gonna call nobody out. Ain't nobody gonna come out and say Errol scared, Terence scared, or nothing like that. And when people in the community came out and said something about the fight, they apologized. T.O. walked back his comments, or Ugas walked back his comments. But it's always going to be there. The saga will always continue, even when they old as hell. People going to be talking about, y'all need to do it in the Mike Championship League or the Older Man League. And like it's a YMCA hoop dreams. Street dreams are made of these. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a topic. And Errol Spence had the popular demand fan base. And people say, what do you mean? He had more fans on the internet that was covering for his ass than was against his ass. And that's where Terence Crawford underestimated social media in the media. And that's fine. Because fights ain't won on the internet. I'll tell you this, I don't need nobody to vouch for me, bro. None. Why do I need another nigga to co-sign like we at the lunch table? Yeah, nigga, then when you came to my house, didn't I have a PlayStation, nigga? Didn't I have 10 games? Come on, that's little boy shit, bro. That's little girl shit. You know, you say, yeah, I got the Hellcat on falls, okay? What do that do affect me? You know, I got a chain. You know, I live in this big house and I do, okay, what that got to do with me? Unless you showing me how to get there, then I really don't have no interest in it. I'm happy for you. I really am. But, and that's pretty much what this debate has become. Instead of people being real, it smell like big fish, it tastes like big fish, it look like big fish, you know, and nobody gonna keep it a buck. That's why I told y'all what Errol Spence was gonna do. I thought they would be more or a little bit more articulate and how they maneuvered around Terence Crawford, but you know, Floyd Mayweather said it multiple times. You know, I thought they would be a little bit more articulate about it, but don't worry, man. What goes around comes around. The energy you put out, man, you get back on you. Karma, motherfucker. If you don't believe in religion, you don't believe in a higher being, you don't believe in left and right. You know, you get what you reap what you sow, and I'm a huge believer in that. It may not do, I do a billion good deeds and I get $1 billion back. It don't work that way. But he gonna reap what he sowed in this situation, I'm telling you. And I'm gonna have a hard time feeling sorry for him. Not saying that I won't, but I'm gonna have a hard time feeling sorry for the dude. But it's gonna always carry on. That's why I say Terence Crawford, whatever his goals is, move to the next goals and move on. That's my advice for you. Move to the next goal. Get out the sport. You know what I'm saying? Don't play that game. That's what they want you to do. They want you to play that game, get old, and you know, he'll move up, lose, and come back down and entertain you. No, I don't play that game. And any media member, if I'm him, any media member that's justifying what Errol Spence doing and slandering my name, man, don't even walk up on me, bro. Don't even do it to yourself. That'd be my message. Like, nah, I don't even want to interview with you, bro. I was listening to Beeb channel yesterday, Ringside Reporter, and they had Dougie Fisher on there, man, and you know, he was talking about, you know, this was Thursday I was listening to it, and he was talking about how to build a star, and he was saying exactly what the hell I've been saying, bro. He's saying exactly what I said. He used Sugar Ray Leonard as the example. Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, and De La Hoya, he used them as they still had to go out there and fight, guys. They had to go fight top guys to be the top dog, to be box office. They had to go fight top guys. They had to go fight top guys. And that's why we trying to explain to people. They still had to go out there and fight top guys. You can't supplement that. You can't get around that. If you want to be a star in boxing, you still I don't see that changing. You still have to fight top opposition. And you talking about guys in their 30s who ain't fought no top opposition. Sugar Ray Leonard had already whooped Wilfredo Benitez. He fought Duran twice. He beat Thomas Hearns. He wasn't even 30 yet, bro. All under 30. You still have to prove to the fans that you real. Without fighting top fights in boxing, you can't be no pay-per-view star. Errol is not a star. Tank Davis is not a star. If you got to tell me you a star, you not. I don't care how many people buy seats to Tank Davis fight. How you getting 1.5 and you a star? I'm not a star. Canelo out here, $50 million, you know what I'm saying, buying horses and all types of shit. That's star power. That's star money. Without fighting somebody, you know, he had to fight Austin Trout. He had to fight Mayweather. He had to fight Lara to be able to be his own man. It had to happen. So, you know, they can go around and try to reinvent the wheel. Al Heyman, you don't know enough about boxing to reinvent the wheel. It ain't all the business IQ in the world gonna get you around, you know, the requirements of boxing to build real stars. Because you don't have Mayweather, you don't have Pacquiao to build stars on no more. You can't utilize Canelo, you can't utilize Anthony Joshua to catapult your fighters. You can find all the Hectors and the Luises and the Rodriguez and the Alvarados and the Keith Thurmans you want to. You know, you still gotta go fight somebody. And that's what it boiled down to. So they still gonna talk about it. It ain't nothing that y'all can do about it. As long as they active, they still gonna talk about it. As long as one of them active, well, you know, Crawford can get off the couch right now and fight. As long as they active, they still gonna talk about it. They still gonna talk about it. They still gonna talk about it. I'm telling you. So of course the saga will continue like that Diddy album. Of course it will. And that's the sad, pathetic truth. And I hate to break it to people, but of course they will continue to talk. It will continue to be a topic of conversation. So, of course it will roll over. You got people still bringing up, you know, fights that never happened. That's boxing. So, it'll be interesting to see what the sport of boxing is in 20 years or some shit like that. That'll be very interesting. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good313, Venmo CJ Good313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Hit the link tree, find that all there. It's the first link in the description. Peace.